Today is meal prep day and my goal is simple. I'm going to cook a week's worth of food using one electric skillet, and other than one quick wipeout between recipes, I'm not stopping to wash dishes. In about 2 hours, I'm making taco meat, taco soup, jalapeno poppers, Asian stir fry, chicken for supper and lunches, chicken salad, breakfast sausage, food for the dogs, and even some food to take to my family barbecue. Now let's get started. First up is the ground beef, and yes, it is partially frozen. I forgot to pull it out ahead of time, but instead of letting that derail my plans, I threw it in the skillet anyway. Sometimes done is better than perfect. Once the ground beef was fully cooked, I drained all the grease from the portion I was going to use for my dog's food and partially drained the rest that's going for our meals. Then I set the ground beef aside and moved on to the sausage. While the sausage was browning, I prepped my jalapenos. I like to multitask whenever I can because it helps the whole process move along faster. Once the sausage was cooked, I transferred it to a bowl and added the cream cheese while the sausage was still hot. That lets the cream cheese melt right into the sausage. Then I mixed in some Fiesta Blend shredded cheese. Half of that mixture became jalapeno poppers. I stuffed the peppers and set them aside so I could bake them later for an easy supper during the week. The other half of the sausage mixture got set aside for breakfast. We'll eat that throughout the week with some hard-boiled eggs that I already have on hand. It's simple, filling, and high in protein. Next, I put the remaining sausage and cheese mixture back into the skillet and added about half of the ground beef that I already had cooked. Now this is where the taco soup comes together. I added the rotel, cream cheese, Greek yogurt, some chipotle seasoning, and chicken broth. Then I stirred everything together and let it heat until it was creamy, hot, and fully combined. Once it was ready, I transferred it to a large bowl to cool. After that, I added the remaining ground beef back into the skillet and I turned it into taco meat. I seasoned it with sugar-free taco seasoning and a little chipotle seasoning. I also splashed some water in there so that meat gets nice and tender while the flavors come together. While the taco meat was cooking, I portioned out the dog food. I bag enough for 1 day per bag and then I freeze them. The dogs get ground beef as their base, and then I add freeze-dried organ meats and bones to their bowl at feeding time. Once the taco meat was finished, I removed it from the skillet. This is actually the only time I cleaned the skillet during the entire meal prep session. And by cleaned, I mean I wiped it out with a paper towel. No scrubbing and no sink full of dishes. While I was in between recipes, I decided to tackle another little chore. If you have pets, you probably will understand. This rug is so thin that I can't really vacuum it because it just gets sucked right into the vacuum. So I grabbed this pet hair roller instead. It's basically like a giant reusable lint roller on a long handle, and I was honestly surprised by how much hair it would pull out of my rug. And unlike dragging out a vacuum, it was quiet enough that Johnson didn't even care what I was doing. And as you can see, Johnson had absolutely no plans to move. I could clean around him while he supervised the entire operation. If you'd like to check it out, I'll put my affiliate link down below. Now let's get back to the food. So next up was my Asian-inspired stir-fry. I started by sautéing a frozen bell pepper and onion blend mix in some beef tallow. And then I added the shabu beef. Now once that meat started cooking, I added fish sauce, soy sauce, and sugar-free Thai chili sauce. After everything cooked down a bit, I just adjusted the flavors with a little bit more sauce and added some sugar-free Japanese barbecue sauce. Then I tossed in a package of palmini fettuccine noodles and let everything cook together for a few more minutes so all those flavors could come together. Once that stir fry was done, I washed up a whole head of lettuce. So what I do with my lettuce is I chop it first before washing it, then I add it to my salad spinner so that I can get the water all around in that salad and give it a good wash. So after spinning it dry, you can see how much water comes out. It's absolutely crazy. After spinning dry my lettuce, I store it in a freezer bag and I put paper towels in it and squeeze out as much air as possible because that's what I find helps me keep the lettuce fresher longer and slows down the browning. Next came the chicken. First, I thinly sliced some chicken breast for a family barbecue that we're attending later that day. I seasoned those with a sugar-free barbecue rub and Redmond's seasoned salt. Then I sliced the remaining chicken breast into strips for lunches, salads, and quick meals throughout the week. I added some beef tallow to a skillet and started cooking the chicken strips. For seasoning, I used sugar-free taco seasoning and chipotle chicken seasoning. Once those were cooked, I moved on to the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I seasoned those with garlic and herb seasoning seasoning along with chicken seasoning and cooked them right in the same skillet. Before I finished, I set aside 4 chicken thighs that I seasoned with sugar-free barbecue rub and Redmond smoked salt, so I could also take those to the family barbecue later. Now, once the chicken thighs were cooked, that was it. Meal prep complete. In about 2 hours, I made dog food, taco meat, taco soup, breakfast sausage, jalapeno poppers, Asian stir fry, chicken for lunches, chicken salad ingredients, barbecue chicken, and chicken thighs for meals throughout the week. And I did it all using 1 electric skillet and only 1 quick wipe out between recipes. Meal prep does not have to be complicated. Sometimes it's just about cooking a lot of protein, finding different ways to use it, and making your future self's life a whole lot easier. If meal prep keeps you on track, let me know in the comments what your favorite make-ahead meal is. And if you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.